Well, I thought it was an exciting college basketball game today. I think both teams played extremely hard on the defensive end, and made it difficult for each of their opponents to really get quality looks. We had a spurt in the second half where we got a couple of quality looks and stretched out the lead, and we were very fortunate to get a win today here on homecoming. I was proud of the way our team hung in there. We made some mental mistakes, but I thought our effort in the second half gave us a chance to win. And for a young team, that's what we're trying to get them to understand, that 40 minutes of effort will give you a chance on any given night. You still have to have things go your way, and you're going to make some baskets and so on. But if another team is playing harder than you're playing, you really don't give yourself a chance. And I thought the first half, Southern Illinois played harder than we did, but I thought we responded well in the second half and raised our intensity level.
Kauri, it's a good game defensively for you, especially. What's changed for you from last season to this season?
I'm just more healthy, I'm just giving better effort and better confidence. I did a lot of change mentally over the summer, so I feel like that really helped me play better this year so far.
Kauri gives us a versatility that we really need. He's got a skill set at his size, some quickness, some ball handling on the offensive end. But on the defensive end, he allows us to do some different things. And, I thought his best work today was on the defensive end, where he really helped us kind of contain their dribble penetration.
Coach, talk about the end of the game, those last few possessions. It seemed like your team executed, doing exactly what you kind of drew up at there in the last few possessions.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on it, trying to get some good execution. I have John Lee running the show here, so he understands what we're looking for, and I think his veteran leadership, really kind of showed down the stretch between making free throws and getting us organized on the offensive end and the defensive end. And it was really our defense that came up with the big stops. And these two guys up here, along with Alwyn Bigby, I thought Quincy Ford did a great job defensively for a young guy late in the game, and Reggie Spencer just seems to get better each and every day. So I think our young guys contributed, but our veteran players showed the way this afternoon.
Defense obviously coming up with a big style coming out fast. I think with the dunk, you had made it 6-55 off of just kind of a strange turnover and kind of a clean pass. Let's talk about how important that possession was. Just kind of getting stops late in the game when they were trying to
Yeah. That play was definitely important. I think it gave us more momentum and stuff like that going down the stretch, so it was just good.
It seemed like they were looking for a basket, just 5-point game.
Yeah, we needed our defense to kind of generate some offense, and that's always the best way, when you can kind of get stops and get long rebounds or turnovers and then get some easy baskets. That's something that I thought we didn't do a great job of last year, and we're hoping to do a better job. And this afternoon, I think that happened for us at critical times.
John, these are the games you guys probably would have lost last year. Do you feel like you guys have grown and you've shown a little bit of that so far, at least?
Yeah, definitely. I'll say this is a totally different team than last year, but we got a lot of fight, and we actually executed something that we probably wouldn't have did late game last year. So, and we just outworked. A lot of times last year we would probably get outworked, or we always find ourselves coming back. But this year, being ahead and trying to hold the lead is different. But I think it's something that we are adjusting to, and we're learning how to do it very well this year.
John, sorry, go for it.
Talking about Manning, I think they were just like 49 and 41 at one point away, and then I think they were like 6-0, maybe like 7-0.
Yeah, we mishandled the ball. I think we had a shot clock violation in there. We had some poor offensive possessions, and they're difficult to contain. Mamadou Seck, I think, is a terrific player, and they did a lot of great work on the offensive glass, and I think we were a little anxious too and sent them to the foul line when we didn't need to. That's one thing we got to look to improve upon. When you do have a lead, the last thing you want to do is let the opponent score points with the clock stopped. If they make contested jump shots, that's great. But if we're, reaching on the ball, getting out of position just because we're getting excited, we have to get better at that and really just play contained defense, contest shots, and then count on our rebounding to get possession of the basketball. And I think during that stretch, we had a couple of fouls, either on first shots or second shots, which let them get to the foul line.
Can you tell about how much you spark Kauri's D was in the first half, so maybe like 3 steals in a row, and dunk, and just kind of got everything going?
Nah, I love Kauri, man. Nah, his athleticism, his IQ, his quickness, his versatility is just. I mean, I know he got my back, and he's in the back of the press. So when we trapping and he comes over, rotates like any other normal big man couldn't get there. So like, seeing Kauri there, and then he push it up the court, man, he just provides I don't know, he gives me hype. He dunks. He's so athletic, man. Like he rises. I feel like I'll be dunking too sometimes, you know. But he brings a lot of energy, man. When he plays like that, man, he's the X factor. So when he plays a lot of energy, man, we have a great chance of being in any ball game.
John, talk about some of the young guys that you now have to pass to here, like Reggie, guys you can distribute the ball, and obviously you're able to score a lot of points, but those guys are able to help out down low, and you got Kashif down there who scored a couple baskets too.
I mean, definitely the young guys are learning a lot. I say they're better than me or better than our class when we came in. Like I feel like physically they're ready, physically they want it. So just playing with them, I'm still trying to teach them some things I learned too, but they learning, they know where to be, and pass it to them. I got a lot of confidence in them now. Like we've been 2 games now, third game in, and they've really shown me that I can trust them. So I don't have a problem passing it to Reggie in the post or Q for the 3 or anybody. Anybody can handle the ball. So I'm not the only one that can just bring it up. I'm not I got to have it or nobody else is going to do anything. But I got a lot of faith in the young guys though.
I thought Quincy, he made a play to the basket, got a hard foul, picked himself up, and made a couple big free throws when we needed it too. So he responded in a critical point. And you need everybody, but our freshman class are coming along nicely.
When a turnover happens, it seems like you guys are really quick to kind of try to catch it. Just talk about kind of that mentality, like getting that loose ball and then getting like 1 or 2 passes per quarter when you're trying to.
Well, we do that every day in practice, pretty much. We press every day in practice and pretty much practice the same stuff. So what you see out there is the same stuff we do in practice. Just try to get easy buckets because defense allows us to get easy buckets if we play the right way.
Joel hasn't really been involved the last couple of games. He's been doing a great job at the free throw line.
Yeah.
Is that kind of by design? I guess John, for you too. What does that? How does that affect your game?
Well, Joe, my wingman, my running man. So, and the other captain. So, I mean, Joe, even though he's a scorer, and some nights he's not going to be there for me or for him, but he still was in the game though. I talked to him. He never got down like, man, I'm not hitting shots. I'm not doing. He's like, I got you. Every time I talk to him, like, let's go, Jay. I got you. So I mean, the attitude, even though it's not his night and you're on the bench, I still heard him. And I mean, to have that attitude and to show younger guys that too. So.
Yeah, Joel. I think one of the things is he's a little bit of a marked man, and everybody knows that he can shoot the ball, so he's not going to get the easy look to kind of get him going. And I think his adjustment is going to be that he's got to work harder on the offensive end to get the look that he wants. And when he gets it, just let it go. I thought he had 3 great looks in the first half that kind of went in and out, and he's just been anxious. And sometimes when you think you have to score and you're kind of focusing on making threes and so on, that's the last thing you want because you tense up a little bit. But he's a terrific shooter, and he's our best 3-point shooter, and he's going to make a lot of threes for us this year. Today it was just more of a mental thing than a physical thing with Joel, where he was pressing a little bit.
How big
Last
was it
question.
that John kind of stepped up though with Joel not scoring?
No question. And he came in, the nice thing about he made the great pass to John for his 3. So he understands it may not be going for him tonight, but he had a great assist to John on a great kind of throwback pass that we desperately needed at that point in time. So, Joel's he's a team player. He's a winner. He's a guy that has been through these things, and he understands that a team is made up of a bunch of different parts, and you just got to figure out every game sets up differently. How can we win that basketball game on that particular night?